After all of the offseason moves, my pick to win the NBA title was still the Golden State Warriors. They still have an outstanding big three between the ageless Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. They have a player in Jonathan Kuminga who I felt was going to take another leap, and the Chris Paul trade was actually genius, not only from a cap perspective, but for his potential fit with the second unit and closing lineup. However, after what I saw in the preseason opener, CP3 is actually a great fit with the starting five, and this team is definitely scarier than I could have imagined. In this video, we'll talk about how CP3 makes the Warriors unbelievably good, the type of player Jonathan Kuminga can catapult to this season, and why this team is the best in the West, in my opinion. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. After the Chris Paul trade, I envisioned him coming off the bench for a number of reasons. For one, at 38, CP3 would best be served to play more conservative minutes and make the life of the second unit easier, since they definitely need a true playmaker. Also, CP3 in the starting five would mean that Draymond would have to play the five full time, which he is obviously capable of, but that would take a huge toll on his body for an entire season. But with what we saw on Saturday, CP3 is going to make life so much easier for his Warriors teammates. CP3 actually looked very healthy yesterday, was giving much effort on the defensive end of the floor, and his high IQ is paying dividends on the offensive end as well. CP3 is still an offensive threat, as he can still get to his spots on the floor and hit his signature pull-up mid-range jumper. But more importantly, he's easily the best playmaker that both Steph and Klay have played with. He's still excellent at finding teammates moving off ball or setting guys up in the pick and roll, as he hit up Wiggins, Steph, Looney, and even Klay with good looks. Steph and Klay are obviously two of the greatest off-ball threats we've ever seen, and them knowing they're always gonna get hit up when they get open when they move off ball makes the dubs even scarier. I mean, Klay was so shocked at how good of a look was created for him here that he literally froze for a second. We even saw CP3 being utilized in guard options with Steph, and I can't wait to see how Curry utilizes him in the offense, especially with Draymond moving forward. Next up, we need to talk about Jonathan Kuminga and the jump I expect him to take next season. Kaminga went off in the Dubs preseason debut with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, attacking the rim, finding teammates, showing off his defensive impact, and hitting outside shots. After the performance, Kaminga said that he knows his role and has a newfound confidence that came from the belief from his teammates and coaches. Plus, he even stated that he aims to keep earning their trust. Coming out of G League Ignite, Kaminga had the physical tools and extraordinary athleticism to be impactful on the offensive end and a disruptive defender as well, and that's what he's shown since entering the league. He has a very quick first step and is one of the most explosive players in the league. In both the half-court and transition, he runs the floor extremely well and is great at filling lanes. He's shown an ability to take defenders off the dribble and finish, and he's demonstrated the ability to slip screens and cut to the rim. Additionally, Kaminga's athletic prowess also extends the defensive end of the ball, where he's already shown to be more than capable on-ball defender and help defender as well, taking on assignments from DeMar DeRozan to LeBron James. What I love about Kaminga defensively, outside of just his physical profile, is his intelligence. He's good at reading passing lanes, good at anticipating his opponent's next step, and doesn't back down from any challenge. Kaminga is a star in the making, and has shown glimpses of being a great wing in this league. CP3's ability to create will bode well for him in his development, and with Kerr hopefully giving him a longer leash, I do fully expect him to be no less than a huge contributor on this team in both the regular season and the playoffs. Before heading into the main core of this team and their impact next season, I think Dario Saric was a huge pickup for this team as well. His ability to stretch the floor will be huge. He held his own defensively across multiple defensive matchups in the preseason opener, and he's bound to make the right pass. Heading into next season, the Dubs will have their accomplished Big Three, which will aim to bounce back from 2023. Steph Curry, despite being 35, just came off a season where he averaged 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists on almost 50-40-90 shooting splits. In that, he was first in three-pointers made per game last season, averaged 36-5 in the NBA playoffs, dropped the most points ever in a Game 7 on the road at 50, and was the best player in the Lakers vs Warriors series despite them losing in 6 games. Steph is still the best point guard in the league, which says a lot given his age and given the talent that we have in this league, and you need that type of transcendent player to win an NBA title. Klay Thompson, despite being poor in the Lakers series, had a great 2023 as well. He averaged 22 points on 42% from 3 on 11 attempts a game, made the most three-pointers in the league last season, and averaged a great 26 points and 5 rebounds in 20 games without Steph last season. Draymond will be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, but when healthy, still plays at an all-defensive caliber level for this team and has been instrumental in organizing the team on that end. He's super valuable offensively as well, and I can't wait to see the potential cohesiveness of Steph, Draymond, and CP3 sharing the same floor. Additionally, Looney and Wiggins have been core pieces on this team over the past few years and will be difference makers in 2024. Looney had 3 20-rebound games in the Kings series, plays his role effectively, and completely transformed his diet and regimen last offseason to be very available for this team. And Andrew Wiggins is still one of the better wings in the league when healthy, and was arguably the Warriors' second best player in their title run in 2022. GP2 and Moses Moody are nice depth pieces. They're still coached by Steve Kerr. They're great at home. They have championship level experience from their core guys, and they've only lost one playoff series where Steph, Klay, and Draymond started all of the games. The Denver Nuggets, among others, are definitely strong contenders for the NBA championship. But as long as the Dubs are healthy, I know they can go toe-to-toe with literally anyone. With that being said, let me know how you guys feel about the Golden State Warriors and their chances of winning it all in 2024. How well do you think CP3 will play in a Warriors uniform, and what are your expectations for this team? Also, let me know your expectations for Jonathan Kuminga specifically, and what a potential title would mean for this team overall. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.